filming with somebody else, so we didn't see all your fight, but we saw some of the end. Talk us through the finish there.
I got his back, and I knew once I had his back, I had a lot of time left in the round. So I just took my time, hit him with some good hard punches. I went for the choke a few times, and he kept fighting it off. And I knew each time whenever it was close and when it wasn't close. So I made sure not to expend too much energy just in case I didn't wind up getting the finish. But right there at the last, whenever I finally finished him, I felt it slip under his chin. I felt it slip tight and good. And I knew that all I had to do was just grunt it out, and I would get the finish. Started squeezing tight, and I looked down, and I seen his face grimacing. I knew that he was just on the verge of tapping. He lifted that hand up there like he wanted to, squeezed a little harder, and went ahead got the job done.
You said he was your toughest opponent to date. What was it like fighting him?
Man, it was fun, a lot of fun. He was kind of flashy and everything, but it was exactly what I expected. Honestly, I got one of my good stand-up coaches, and he went back and he studied the tape, and we knew what he was going to throw. And my coach, he broke him down to a science for me, and I was ready to go. I knew pretty much what was coming at all times. And yeah, he caught me with a few good shots and everything, but he was just quick, and it pretty much was nothing that I didn't expect, and went out there and got the job done.
How were your emotions walking into the fight with Cole Swindell playing and then immediately afterwards?
Before the fight, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, all I wanted to do was cry. My daddy, he died a little over a year ago, and tomorrow is his birthday, and I just had to get this win for him. I love you, Daddy. Dear Lord, I want to thank you for having him in attendance tonight, because he was right there in that cage with me. He was there every step of the way. Daddy, I love you, and I'm telling y'all, man, Cole Swindell, that song right there, that just it brings me back. Every time I hear it, my dad's right there with me. I see his face. All I can think about is my dad, and man, I couldn't think of a way to make him any more proud.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Did your dad get you involved in martial arts or anything?
He didn't get me involved, but he was always a big supporter. I had a buddy. His name's Jay Bullock. He's my brother-in-law now. He's the one who got me started. He wanted to teach me how to box, and then we started watching MMA. And then 6 months or so after I started training with him, trying to learn how to box, I started fighting. We found a place called the Fight Club in Mobile, Alabama. I called him up, asked him, hey, can I fight? He said, hey, look, I'm only 14, but, I want to fight. He said, hey, if your mom signs for it, I don't care if you're 12. We went over there. I signed up that Monday. I fought that Wednesday, and look at me now. 10 years later, I'm in the UFC. I'm on a 3-fight win streak, climbing my way up that ladder. It's time to negotiate a new contract. Dana White, give me a call. Let's talk money, baby.
Nice. How does this all feel? Is this like, are you nervous anymore, or is this is what you do?
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. This fight right here, just because I knew how big of a fight it was. Bruce Leroy had 14 fights in the UFC, and I've watched him fight. I've actually been a fan of the guy, man. He's flashy, cool, fun, and I was a little nervous about it. I'm not gonna lie to you at all. My last few, I haven't really been nervous, but this one I was damn sure nervous, because it's a big test for me, a big opportunity for me, and it's just like a huge stepping stone, because from here on out the sky's the limit. I get a call anytime now, and they got to negotiate a new contract with me. I'm 3 in a row. We're going to negotiate that contract to the fullest and see how much money we can get out of them.
But besides the contract, what else makes sense for you moving forward? Like, what's an opponent that you think would be a smart choice?
Korean Superboy. I'm in this. I would love to maybe one day own the belt, but that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to be a crowd pleaser. I'm here to have fun and, do something that I love. I want to make money doing something I love. And Korean Superboy, me and him, we're going to go out there and we're going to put on a fight for the ages, something that nobody's ever going to forget about. And that's the kind of fight I want every time I step in this cage. Every time I step in this octagon, I want a fight that nobody's going to forget about. And I believe that me and the Korean Superboy, we get out there, we're going to set off some fireworks and give the fans something to talk about for a long, long time. And maybe, one day I'll sit out, on my front porch, tell my grandkids, hey, I was one of the greats. And, you know, whenever they go back and they're like, nah, Papa, you're crazy. I'll go back and I'll show them a fight between me and the Korean Superboy or me and whoever. And they'll be like, damn, you wasn't lying, was you, Papa? You know, I mean, that's the type of stuff that I look forward to.